yes, we're getting so much closer to being in space for good. This is Tone Takes, episode 96, and it is being brought to you by, have you heard of these donut fries? Dunkin' Donuts is testing out donut fries, and it is fries with like dusted and cinnamon sugar. Just another reason for Americans and people around the world to get fatter and have diabetes issues for the rest of our lives. But what I really wanted to talk about today is this awesome space capsule with people from, apparently, let me just zoom in on this a little bit. The Blue Man Group, is that what this is? Is that what I'm seeing? Basically, this company here known as, let me find the name of it again. I don't even know what it was called. Orion Span. That's a cool name, I guess. They're coming out with this really cool Aurora Space Station, and it is, I'm just going to show their awesome little website here for us all to see. Aurora Space Station. What is it, you might ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's going to be a luxury hotel, like a super luxury hotel that none of us normal people, at least not me right now, maybe after I do a few more videos and they go viral, I'll be able to afford this. But at $792,000 a night, someone is going to be able to take themselves and a friend into space, and it sounds pretty cool. I'm reading right here from a Bloomberg article. They said, aboard the International Space Station, an astronaut's life is typically work, exercise, rest, and repeat. However, Aurora Space Station, being billed as the first luxury hotel in space, may be for you. The company Orion Span is based out of Houston, and they hope to launch this modular space station in late 2021 and welcome its first guests in 2022. With basically 2 crew members accompanying each excursion. The platform would orbit 200 miles above Earth, so I that's like 200 miles more than what our... Remember I was talking about that guy who thinks the Earth is flat? I don't even remember his name now. What was it? Matt something? I can't remember what it was, but I'm sure he will. I think he should actually try this out. 200 miles above Earth, offering 6 guests 384 sunrises and sunsets as they race around the planet for 12 days at incredibly high speed. So if you add all that up, 12 days at, what was it, $700-some-thousand, you're spending, like, I think CNN put it, $9.5 million for one stay aboard this space station, which I'm not even sure how far along they are with this bad boy. The company says, we want to get people into space because it is the final frontier of our civilization, as Sir Patrick Stewart the Great said. Space, the final frontier. And the chief executive officer of Orion Span, Frank Bunger, agrees with that. We're not selling a, hey, let's go to the beach equivalent in space, Bunger said. I don't know why I'm saying his last name like that. Bunger. We're selling the experience of being an astronaut. You reckon that there are people who are willing to pay to have that experience. And yeah, I think everyone wants to go into space at some point, but for a price tag of $9.5 million, I don't think so. I think I'd have a better chance of just joining NASA and hopefully going that route, but maybe not. I've always wanted to go into space. I wish they would send convicts into space. Have you ever seen the TV show The 100, where they would just float, people who committed crimes? They would just, everyone's living on a space station to begin with. If you haven't seen the show, I highly recommend watching it, because that's probably going to be our future once we end planet Earth and a nuclear holocaust, because we keep doing these trade wars and everything between China and Russia and North Korea and everyone else. So get ready for that. But anyway, I digress. Orion Span is assessing potential funding sources, which, yeah, I honestly don't know how they're even going to pay for making this, but won't disclose how much it wants to raise for the project. I haven't seen anything on Kickstarter, and I have not seen a GoFundMe for this company, so I'm not really sure how they're going to pay for this. It reflects the type of commercial venture that's become more common over the past decade, fueled by decreases in launch costs and an influx of venture capital. Since 2015, startup space companies have attracted $7.9 billion in investment, according to Bryce Space and Technology, blah, blah, blah. So, the commercialization of low Earth orbit, or LEO as it's called, is an exciting prospect, but it will be an exercise in determining what ideas are more real than others, says Phil Larson, who was a space policy advisor to President Barack Obama. Orion Span has yet to contract with a launch provider. Basically, they really haven't done anything. So this is kind of interesting. I really like to see exactly what they're going to do in the next 3 years. And I'm interested to know who is going to be the first person to actually ride aboard this. Is Elon Musk going to buy this company and maybe just, use their expertise? What kind of expertise does this company even have? It must be something in, living in space. I'm not sure. This article isn't really saying anything about what expertise they have, what they bring to the table that's even extra special, and how they're able to accomplish this. Basically, it just sounds like the company just said, hey, here's an idea. Let's put people in space, and this will be the cost. And I'm sure plenty of people have already done that. I'm pretty sure that there have been at least a dozen, if not 100, college theses and senior projects and even high school projects that have said, hey, yeah, we can put someone in space and here's the business case. So this doesn't surprise me. I don't think it's going to happen, but hey, we are moving pretty rapidly with technology and with all these things. I mean, just look at what Elon Musk has been able to accomplish with SpaceX in the past 5 years. So hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Elon is the one who buys this company. I can't see them doing this by themselves unless they have, someone like Elon Musk backing them. It's just not going to happen. But I am still all for it, and I just can't wait till we're all living in space. Hopefully not because the Earth has been destroyed, but hopefully because we figured out a way to do it, and we're all living together and peaceful. I know, it's a pipe dream. But at least, hey, living in space might not be. So that's all I've got for today. Let me know what you guys think about this. And let me know what you guys think about those Dunkin' Donuts fries. I will leave it at that and see you all tomorrow. Peace out.